Hey guys, so we are about to enter 2025. I mean, this is a beautiful number. I think it's a quarter of a century. If you're born in 2000, that means you're about 25 years old now. It's exciting time, I think. Now, today I was texting somebody and I was telling them Merry Christmas and prosperous New Year coming year. And I asked myself, does it make a difference if I tell this person have a prosperous 2025 if they themselves do not have a plan and they're not strategic about it? One thing I found is that if you're strategic about the future, then your favorability of being successful increases by 1,000-fold, So, and I think this one way to be strategic about the future by you reflecting on your progress, reflecting on how your last couple of years or 1 year, 1 month has been. So I would like us to take time and reflect on 2024, because I think if you do not change anything in 2020, if you don't change anything that you've been doing in 2024, then 2025 will be no difference. But I know most people, including you who are watching me now, you desire for 2025 to be better than 2024. So we have to reflect and ask ourselves a few questions that will help us to be strategic about 2025. So the first question that I have a list of 5 questions that I'd like to share with you. And I think, and I really encourage you that you set up time before the year begins and work on these questions. Get a sheet of paper and answer this question to the best ability that you can, because I think they hold the key to having a prosperous 2025. So let's begin with these questions. The first question, I think, is just a general question. You ask yourself, how do I feel about 2024? Now, how did I do? Ask yourself, how did you do? How do I feel about 2024? Because I think it's very important for you to elicit your feelings about 2024. Ask yourself, am I proud of 2024? Am I proud of what I've done in 2024? When I think about the year, does it make me feel proud of myself? Does it make me feel proud of my achievements? It's a general question that kind of bring you into the zone of reflection. And then the second question, which is very important, is asking yourself, what things did I do or did I achieve in 2024? Now, over the years, I've coached a few people, and when I deal with people, when I'm questioning people who I coach, I find very interesting that most people do not have the strength, or they don't master the courage to articulate what things they have accomplished. And this is what I find, that most of the time people either undervalue their accomplishment, or they have forgotten their accomplishment, or they feel like it was not a big deal. And I think that's a problem. I think it's very important for you to list down the things that you've been able to accomplish. It could be a small thing. It could be like, for example, I've improved the way I eat my food. I've improved my diet. I've improved my workouts. It could be something that maybe people don't see. I've improved my attitude. It could be anything. So it's very important for you to take a piece of paper, list down the things that you have accomplished. Now, this is it stems out of the goals that you began with in 2024, or some of the goals that you set within 2024, and ask yourself, okay, I was planning to go to school, and I think I've been able to attend several classes. I've been able to finish school. It could be whatever reason. Don't be those people who are afraid to list down their successes, because if you do not list your successes, then nobody is going to list them for you. We live in a kind of negative world whereby we're always being pointed out to the failures that we have. So I want us to list down the things that you've accomplished. It could be something small. It could be something big. You just list them down, because this will help you to have the best perspective on yourself. And you'll find that you'll have a lot of things that you've accomplished. It could be just keeping your family together. It could be, attending maybe classes or college. It could be improving your attitude, anything. Just list them down, okay? The third question is this: what are the things that are still on my to-do list? What are the things that are still on my to-do list? Now, this is a very good question, because it helps you to now ask yourself, these things that I've listed that they were supposed to be done in the last session or in the last season, 2024, I have listed 5 things or maybe 10 things. It depends on your list. And ask yourself, after you list those things, right next to those things, ask yourself, why did I not accomplish these things? It could be maybe they just slipped through the gaps. It could be just maybe because you do not allocate time or enough time to do them. Maybe your goals were too many. Maybe you don't have the ability. So you have to ask yourself, why did I not accomplish these things? And the fourth question The fourth question, I think this is my favorite question here, is what were my strengths? List down the list of strengths that you have. Now, it could be your ability to commit to something. It could be your ability to show up every day at work. What strength did you have or did you portray in 2024? Because what I've realized is this: if you focus on your strength and if you identify your strength, you can use those strengths to move forward in a way that is easier than you focusing on what is your negative thing or negative qualities. Now, I always help people with interview questions, and I always ask them, what are some of the transferable skills that you're going to take to your new position, to your new job? And the same thing I can ask you, what are the transferable strengths that you can use in 2025? So it's about listing those things down. I think, for example, it could be communication. It could be your maybe your strength to stick to something. It could be those strengths that maybe you don't pay attention to. So it's very important for you to list them down so that you can be able to use those in the next year, in the upcoming future, okay? And then the last question, number 5 for this session here, is this: what areas do I need to improve? Now, this is where you're going to require to be very honest with yourself, because most of the time we are biased to ourselves. We don't see areas that we need to improve. This will require for you to look into the mirror and ask yourself, the things that I did not accomplish in this year, the things that maybe I failed to do, how can I improve myself so that I can be able to accomplish those things? It could be time management. Maybe you need to be a person who manages their time properly. Maybe it's going to be your energy management. You see, most of the time, especially in the social media and these times, I find it very challenging. Sometimes you're going to sleep, but you're also on your phone. I mean, I'm a victim of that sometimes. I'm not managing my strength or my energy well. But if I get enough rest, then my energy will be well maintained. So what areas of your life do you need to improve? That's a very critical question that will help you now to be able to move forward now, knowing specifically what do I need to do. It's going to help you to be strategic about your future. So let's repeat this question and just summarize these things here. So the first question is, how do I feel about 2024? The second question is, what things did I achieve? Number 3, what things are still on my to-do list? Number 4, what were my strengths? And then last but not least, what areas of my life do I need to improve? I think that if you set time to work on these questions, if you sit down and work on this question, just get a paper or your laptop, your computer, wherever you can do that, and you write these questions and then you answer this question to your best ability, and then you will find that your upcoming goals, the coming goals, will be so much lined up to what you should be doing and what in the trajectory that you're going is going to be helpful for you to be more successful in the upcoming year. So again, I want to wish you 2025 that is full of prosperity, that is full of growth, that is full of opportunity. And I pray that God bless you in everything that you do, that may you find wisdom in everything that you're doing. So be blessed. Have a wonderful, wonderful upcoming year.